Gentlemen, for making time to come to KTN News. So let's begin with what Chris Tairu has just, reported on the voting. It's going to be an interesting number of days for this country. But even before we get to the interesting number of days that we're yet to see, it already has been an interesting number of weeks, a month or so. From where you sit, I'll start with you. Paint a picture of what it has been for you this past 1 month or so.
Thank you very much for inviting us here today.
Anytime.
And I must say that it has been a very momentous time in this country. We've learned a lot, we've taken lessons, and we've learned that power belongs to the people. And when people get serious with that power, they can make sure that everything that they are entitled to, they can get them at any point. I'm looking at, and if I get the question right, I'm looking at these 20 nominees, and I can assure you that they're going to be vetted and they'll all be approved, because I think these are an animal farm, yeah? They're the same monkeys in this forest.
Okay, yes. We'll come back to you. Yes. Maybe before we even get to the vetting of the CS, what's your take of the last past?
First of all, thank you for inviting us. And secondly, I want to pass my sincere condolences to the people who have lost their lives and their families. So getting back to our topic of discussion, it is clear that at the moment we have a problem in Kenya, and we have to identify two things. One, where is the problem? And two, who is the problem? Is it a legal problem or a political problem, or is it that the people who are in power, they are the problem to the country? Because I usually believe there is no problem that has no solution. But where we are at the moment, I can say that we are running away from the solution, so that we want to create more problems to try and sort those problems that you are creating instead of solving the current problems that you're having. So, considering the cabinet that has been nominated, what I can say is that actually, I don't think even if the cabinet was the problem to start with. If you can nominate such kind of people into power, then it means that there is a probability that the cabinet was not the problem, and the president maybe has identified the problem. He wants to create just another cabinet to showcase that I can solve this problem. But that is just an assumption, because with the names provided, apart from very few, I don't see anything changing. Actually, I foresee more problems in the near future.
Okay, is it the same? Do you foresee more problems in the future?
Yes, I foresee more problems in the near future, because, as I was saying, these are the same people. There's no difference at all. These are people who have an intention of just, who want to get in government to make money. And you've been seeing even over the weekend, after the nomination of the ODM members, they've been moving around in funerals, harambes, saying the same thing, that now money has come. Yeah? They're talking about how they want to help the people. They're talking about how money has come and how the flag has come. So nothing different at all. So we're looking at very many problems in the future. And at this stage, a very serious problem in that case, because I think the president somehow has played a very good chess against the opposition, because all these positions that have been given to the opposition are the positions that had problems in his government. Look at questions of fuel, look at the questions of the budget, look at questions of resources, everything given to the opposition. That somehow, giving them their own, handball. That, oh, you guys are saying this is a problem, now help me, deal with it. How can you go ahead and implement a manifesto which you are against? Very difficult. A very serious question.
Okay, we'll get to the manifesto, but let's talk about the qualifications for a CS, merit, integrity, competency. And this is exactly what the Gen Zs are saying they want. Are we likely to see this in the list of nominees?
First of all, to answer your question, what I can say is that we are back to campaigns. You can clearly see that the president has gone to campaign in the Coast region. So my question is, what is he campaigning for if these people are competent? you cannot appoint someone that you believe in their capability to deliver. Then you go forward and you try to convince the same people who have given you power that these are the right people. We were expecting that after he announces the second cabinet, actually it's a second cabinet, we're expecting that to some extent maybe Kenyans will be satisfied by the names that he provides. But what he has done is that he's trying as much as possible, for lack of a better word, is to protect himself politically, because he understands that there is a current crop of generation that has come up, and they are not for the tribal politics, they are not for the regional politics. They want competent people to get into offices. But he understands that at the same time, it might be hard to work with the same people, that is the Gen Z, because maybe the ideals of the government at the moment do not align with the ideal of the Gen Zs. So what was the easiest thing to do? The easiest thing to do was to bring in the opposition, because he's acting on a presumption that Mr. Odinga received almost 50% of the votes, and he also received almost 50% of the votes. So abstractly, if he brings Mr. Odinga in, to the table, then it means that the whole country is united. What he's forgetting that we don't want to be united. What we want is justice, and we want people in power who can deliver. Unity, if it is unity and stability, Kenya is a very practical state. We are stable, we are unified. People are not fighting for any other thing apart from accountability.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me just try and defend the president. I believe when he was in Kwale, if I'm not wrong, he did say that he wants the people to give the new cabinet a chance. Yeah? Give a chance for them to try and work. Perhaps, is it a right way?
First of all, it's difficult to defend this government. very difficult. Because I believe this is a thinking government. This is a clueless government. They still don't know what they're supposed to be doing. They're still sampling, sampling here, there. They're still not sure what can work for this country. So if you look at the questions, him moving around, and I agree with my brother and colleague that if at all he believes this is the correct team to deliver his manifesto, he doesn't need to move around to defend them. Let the member of parliament vet them. Let the people present their memorandum and complaints. Then let the members decide, are these complaints, do they hold water? Can these people deliver? Are the complaints raised in parliament really affect the delivery of this UDM manifesto, yes or no? It doesn't move around. In fact, I'm so worried about the person moving around, defending his government and defending his manifesto. He should be sitting in State House and in his office around the house. He should let his work speak for itself. Yeah? We want to see action. And that's what Gen Z are saying. We are tired of words. And, it's so ridiculous.